Hello, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be about the need for fulfillment, and I recently published a blog post over on my blog a couple of days ago, so I will link that down below if you want to go and see the text version of this. I basically wrote this blog post because it's still the start of the year, start of 2020, and I found this really useful to find out about a couple of years ago. And today I'm basically going to be talking about the 6 key needs that everybody has in life in order to feel fulfilled, in order to feel content, and in order to give them some motivation and direction for what they want to do in life and for how to set their goals. Essentially in life, everybody has 6 key needs. Throughout life, your priority of each of these needs will change. It'll be different for each individual because obviously everybody is different and has their own priorities in life. And I found it really interesting to find out about these needs and also to talk to some people and ask them how they would rank these needs in their life, because I've definitely seen a trend in how people rank these needs according to their age, according to their stage in life, according to their personality. So today I thought I would share these 6 key needs with you to hopefully offer you a bit of an insight into a topic which is fairly interesting, and hopefully you'll be able to rank these needs and focus yourself and set goals according to how you've ranked these needs, because once you know how you rank them, then you know what you prioritize in your life, and therefore you can kind of base your goals and direction and pathway in life off of these 6 needs. So these 6 needs are growth, contribution, love and connection, significance, variety, and certainty. I'm just going to briefly explain each one of them. So starting off with growth. For me personally, growth is a really important key need. I feel like with every single thing I try to do in my life, I'm doing it with the sole purpose of trying to grow and develop as a person. And obviously there are different types of growth. So there's intellectual growth, social growth, spiritual growth, emotional growth. And I really like this key need because I think it encompasses all aspects of my life, all aspects of my personality, and I definitely have a growth mindset. I love trying out new things. I love pushing myself in order to grow as a person in all of these aspects of life. I think especially for people who are younger, this will probably be a key need for them, because when you're younger, you're still trying to figure out who you are, what your interests are, what you want to do with your life, and in order to figure all of these things out, you need to grow as a person. The second key need is contribution. This pretty much encompasses volunteering, giving back to society, giving back to people that you know. I rank this one pretty highly because I think that in order for me to feel good about myself, I feel like I need to help other people and use my own strengths and skills to better other people's lives. So especially whilst I was in sixth form, I gave up a lot of time to volunteer in my community with various organisations. I did mentoring and tutoring to give back to people who are younger than me. I think it's really important to find charities and organisations that you're passionate about so that you can donate to them and in that way give back to your community. A lot of people who rank contribution highly will choose a career which is based off of contribution and based off of how much they are able to give back to society. For example, being a doctor or an engineer or a teacher are all careers where you're able to directly impact people's lives and give back to them. Obviously there are a lot of other careers, but those just seem the most obvious to me. Because I find this need very important, I know that whatever career I go into in the future definitely needs to have some aspect of contribution to society in it. Obviously all careers give back to society in some way, but I know for me that I need to have a career where I'm able to directly impact people's lives. So the third need is love and connection. This obviously encompasses all types of love, whether that's romantic love, platonic love, between friends and family, unconditional love. Humans are sociable beings, so obviously it's really important for people to have a strong support network around them, and for a lot of people they really value their connections that they have in life. And that doesn't just have to be love, that can just be general connections that you have on a daily basis, whether that's at school, university, career, whatever it is. Having a strong support network and having people around you that you can rely on during the good and the bad times is really important for a lot of people. The fourth need is significance. This is basically based off of the fact that feeling significant and knowing your place in society provides people with a sense of self-importance, a sense of self-worth, particularly in the early stages of a child's development. Granting some sense of significance in the child is really important, hence why a lot of children receive positive reinforcement from school and teachers, such as giving a child a gold star when they do well in a piece of work, or maybe in senior school you got merits if you handed in a good piece of homework or got a good mark on a test. The need of significance is very important early on in life when children are trying to find their feet in the world and they need to feel supported, but it's obviously also important the whole way throughout your life, because you need to have a sense of support and value in society in order to grow and feel secure in yourself. The fifth key need is variety, and this encompasses spontaneity, adventure, excitement, and I personally value this need very highly because I feel like I'm quite a spontaneous person. I like taking risks, I like going on adventures and traveling and being out in the world. I think especially for people who are younger, variety is quite an important thing for them because they obviously want to have new experiences and try out new things. And when you're quite young, you don't really have any responsibilities, you've not got anybody relying on you, you don't have a career. Most people are supported by their parents, so having the freedom to do what you want to do and make your own choices and explore life through trial and error is generally quite important for younger people, but obviously it's also really important for people who are a bit older. But I think this need is commonly more associated with people who are around my age and younger. The sixth and final need is certainty. Certainty as a need includes safety, order, control, and I think especially as you get older, you start to crave more certainty in your life. From speaking to people of all ages, I've noticed that generally it's people who are older who crave more certainty in their life, especially once they start to have children and they start to have a career and they need to have a stable source of income. More people want to have some stability in their life and direction. And that's not to say that younger people also don't want certainty, but speaking from my own experience and speaking from other people's experiences who I've spoken to who are also around my age, I think younger people tend to prioritize variety and spontaneity over certainty and order, just because they're still at that stage in their life where they're trying to figure out who they are, and having certainty isn't necessarily a top priority for them because they haven't really got the responsibilities yet, which tend to come later in life. I hope that this video was insightful, and hopefully you can now rank these needs in the order that you prioritize them. It's been really interesting speaking to people about how they rank these needs, because I found that generally people who are older than me will rank certainty and love and connection very highly, whereas people around my age will tend to rank things like growth and variety and significance quite highly. So I think it's really interesting, and even though I rank certain things more highly in my life right now, I'm sure that later on in my life these priorities will change, and at the moment having certainty in my life is the least of my priorities, but I know that when I'm older I think I'm going to want more certainty when I know that I need a stable source of income and I need to possibly support a family. But actually it's really interesting because I feel like the need for certainty in people's lives is changing at the moment. I read this article the other day that basically said people of my generation, aka millennials, will change their career 4 times within the first 10 years of graduating from university, but the generation before, so the Gen Xers, will only change their career twice in the first 10 years of graduating from university. So I don't know if that's making people want more or less certainty in their life, but I guess only time will tell. But I know for me personally, the idea of changing a career 4 times within my first 10 years of graduating from university, even though that seems like quite a lot, I don't think it's something that really bothers me. And I think that because I rank growth so highly, I see changing a career 4 times as an opportunity for growth and an opportunity to develop as a person. So I hope that you found this video interesting. Please subscribe and follow my Instagram account, which I will put up on the screen right now. And I will see you very soon in another video. Thanks for watching. Bye.